Most people think in days, some think in years, but the ancient Egyptians, they thought in eternity. There is something strange about ancient Egypt. Every civilization leaves something behind: ruins, tools, weapons, art. But Egypt left something different. They left monuments, structures so large, so precise, and so permanent that even thousands of years later we still don't fully understand how they were built. The pyramids were not houses. They were not palaces. They were tombs, a civilization that built its greatest structures for the dead. Why would a society spend so much time, energy, and resources building massive structures for people who were no longer alive? Because the Egyptians believed something that most people today have forgotten. They believed that life was temporary, but death was not the end. To them, death was a transition, and eternity, that was the real destination. So, while other civilizations were building for comfort, Egypt was building for eternity. The pyramids were not just tombs, they were machines for eternity. They were designed to protect the body, guide the soul, and preserve the name of the king for thousands of years. And in a strange way, they worked, because here we are thousands of years later, still saying their names: Khufu, Khafra, Ramses, Tutankhamun. They are gone, but their names remain. The Egyptians understood something very few people understand. A man dies twice. The first time when his body dies, the second time when his name is spoken for the last time. The pyramids were built to prevent the second death. They were built so that thousands of years into the future, someone, somewhere, would still remember. And that means the pyramids are not just tombs. They are a message sent across time that says, we were here, we lived, we built, remember us. But here is where the real lesson begins. To build something that lasts thousands of years is not just an architectural achievement, it is a mental achievement. Because to build for eternity, you must think differently. You must be patient, you must be organized, you must be disciplined. And most importantly, you must be willing to work on something you may never see finished. The men who started building the pyramids did not live to see them completed. Their sons continued the work, and sometimes even their sons' sons continued the work. Imagine living in a society where people plant trees, knowing they will never sit in their shade. That was ancient Egypt. They were not building for themselves, they were building for the future. And that raises a very uncomfortable question for us today. What are we building that will last? Are we building things that will still matter in 100 years, 200 years, 1,000 years? Or are we only building things for the moment? The difference between a great civilization and a weak one is not technology. It is not wealth. It is not even power. The difference is time horizon. Great civilizations think in generations. Weak civilizations think in quarters. Egypt thought in eternity. And that is why, while many powerful empires have come and gone, empires that once ruled the world, Egypt still stands. Not because of its armies, not because of its gold, but because of what it built and what it believed. The pyramids are not just piles of stone. They are proof of what human beings can do when they think beyond their own lifetime. And maybe that is the real lesson of ancient Egypt. One day, every one of us will be gone. Just like the kings, just like the workers, just like the architects. The question is not whether we will disappear. The question is, what will we leave behind?